Hello and welcome to the Xbox Hub. So GameSir have sent us their latest controller, which is called the G7 SE, for review. And at first glance it might seem like a slightly revised, newly skinned G7, which is their previous controller. Just a different colour basically, so the G7 was black and this new one is white. But are there any other new features that we need to know about? Let's open up the box and take a closer look. So let's just take a look at the cable. It's a USB-C to USB-A detachable 3-meter cable, and that's used to power the controller. Some people might find the cable an issue, but we didn't mind it. There's no big deal to being tied to your console, really. Well, not unless you sit further than 3 meters away from your console, of course. So the colour is definitely white. Front to back, top to bottom, all white, and it looks great. So we have a bit of a contrast. We have pale grey thumbsticks with some aqua detailing surrounding them. Buttons, D-pad are all white as well, but we've got the ABXY buttons having coloured letters. That said, the G7 SE comes with a detachable faceplate, much like its sibling, so whilst nothing is included in the box, should you wish to go hunting down GameSir for additional fronts, the opportunity is there to do so and customise things up a bit if you're not too keen on the all-white look. So everything feels really good in the hand too. This is a well contoured, grippy little controller with plenty of tactility to the controller arms. There's further texturing on the lips of the thumbsticks, the triggers and the bumpers too. And pulling on those Hall effect sticks or triggers rarely ever allows for slip. In fact, the triggers are pretty impressive. The face buttons hardly ever miss, although perhaps a bit of a click to them would be appreciated. And GameSir are selling this with anti-drift thumbsticks that should hold up for a good 5 million cycles. The D-pad is also fairly soft to action, but it works well. And once more, GameSir have tied this up with on-controller volume controls. So holding the M button here in the centre of the controller and then pressing the D-pad in a direction will allow you to adjust your volume levels. So up and down controls the main volume, whilst left and right deals in the game, party, chat side of things. And we've had a go of the controller and it all works pretty much perfectly, and it's something we'd love to see integrated into a controller. It certainly saves having to dip in and out of Xbox settings or fiddling around with on-ear volume controls. And of course there's a 3.5mm audio jack, plus well-placed mute button for all those audio needs too. For many though, that M button will be of most use with the programmable back buttons. So if you're a fan of button configuration, then that's a feature that you'll enjoy. The back buttons are pretty neat, albeit with only 2 in place, sitting right underneath your middle finger as you grip the controller. So whether you set these for gear changes in the latest racer, or as a jump mechanism in a platformer for example, or something entirely different, these feel really good. The buttons have 2 lockable switches installed, ensuring that if you don't feel the need to utilise them, it's easy to switch them off, keeping away from any stray presses. Ultimately, the GameSir G7 SE Controller is a decent little upgrade on the standard G7, if only for the rather neat colour scheme and the inclusion of some brilliant back button switches. If you're in the market for a new wired controller at a decent price, then we would say the G7 SE is worth a consider. So huge thanks go out to GameSir for providing us with the G7 SE controller for Xbox 2 review. You can grab one yourself from GameSir direct, other stores are available, and expect to pay something in the region of £49.99.